Let's see.
I finished my cracker.
All right. So let's see. Who do we have? Who do we have hanging out with me? Takes a moment after that notification goes out. And I didn't realize it, but I did not set up the live stream ahead of time today. What up, Jimmy? How you doing this evening, sir? Let me go back out. So Jimmy's here, which means that it is live. It is working. Content. Rustic Twig says, hello from Harlem. All right. I've been there a time or two. Raise says, hey, bud. What's going on tonight, my friend? Nothing much. Tony, what's going on? Tony, how you doing this evening? He says, Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan dash Obi. Or should I say Yoda? Man, you you know how that goes, man. It doesn't matter what you call me. You know, just don't call me late for dinner. That's how I say. Oh, man. Grumpus is, hey, Dash and everybody. What's up, Grumpus? Chocolate Capricorn. How you doing this evening? Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. All right. That was just a great video, bro. Well, thank you, sir. That was all Al, not me. I was just there. I was a willing participant. Hopefully, everybody is enjoying the Ask Dash series. You know, I have filmed 31 videos for that series. Sorry. I filmed 31 videos, and it's just a matter of I have to finish editing all of them now. I think I have, I'm trying to think how many more I have to do. I probably have another 6 or 7 to edit. So I'm almost done. And then I gotta go back and finish, like, putting all the final touches, all the YouTube stuff, so the thumbnails and all the links and other things like that, if I can remember. How do you keep your beard so healthy? Lots of oil. I put oil in my beard, or I've been putting oil in my beard. I was using like a balm that my wife and I made, but it's easier for me to just use some oil. So I actually just got a mix of argan oil and argan and something else, and I just mixed the two together, and I put it in a squirt bottle, but glass, like a bottle, and I sprayed it into my hand. When I get out the shower, I just rub it in, boom, boom, boom. So it's about to get trimmed down though. Tony says thumbs up, everybody. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up button for me. I'd greatly appreciate it. I know, and I apologize. I thought that I set up the live already for tonight and did it, but I did not. I was up early this morning. I was up at 2:15 and I was tired, so I took a nap before we started this. Before I did the live stream, so. But let's see, Grumpus, how you doing, sir? How's everything been, Grumpus? Bubba Tribe, thank you for doing a thumbs up. See, because I just woke up a couple minutes ago. Just give me a couple minutes to wake up. Yeah, I was knocked out. Like I said, so I was up at 2:15 this morning. I had a small, when I say small, it was a small event. It was three meats, and the order was for 5 pounds each. So 5 pounds of brisket, 5 pounds of pork, 5 pounds of chicken. But the the delivery time was 11 o'clock, 11 this morning. So obviously I had to make sure everything was done before 11 o'clock this morning, which meant that I had to start early in the morning. So I went to sleep last night. It was late, probably 10:30, 11 o'clock before I went to sleep last night. And like I said, I was up at 2:15 and got up, got Vicky going, got to cooking, got everything done, got it delivered, and yeah. Gabriel, ¿qué pasó? Yeah, you on several times. I know. Don't, bro, beat me. I've been up since 3 on the road since 3:30, working PI case down in South Carolina, 3 hours away. Well, you get paid from the time you walk out the door to the time you get back into your door, though, don't you? What up, Crimson Creek? Marcus, how you doing? Had to check to make sure it was Wednesday. Yeah, I was. Obviously, I did not set up the notification, so I apologize. I'm trying to let a couple folks get in here. So Raz says, hey Dash, I live in South Texas, and the only wood I have is mesquite wood. Is it good for smoking meat? There's plenty of people who like cooking with mesquite. I am not the biggest fan, and that's probably just because I did not, I cook with oak and like oak, apple, cherry. So it's just one of those things where it's not my favorite. There are a lot of people who like it though. Between oak and hickory, lots of people like it. It's not my favorite. Steven, is that your Dash? Dang it, I thought it was Wednesday. I thought my Wednesday was good to be dull, but here you are. Good evening, all. Man, I won't say you can set a clock, but you can. If I don't post a notification or post something saying, that we're not gonna do a live, then most of the time we're gonna go live. Most of the time. End of year work is dragging me down. Man, Grumpus, we not even talk about that. El Barrio. So El Barrio Cookers is the reason why we're gonna be talking about large events tonight, because he asked a really good question. And the thing of it is, I have already gone through and answered all of the questions you guys, or all of the really good questions you guys have asked in the comments of the videos for the month so far. So I figured, and this is something I do actually talk about in a few of the upcoming videos. So the videos that you're going to be seeing until like the 20th were filmed days ago, before I had enough questions to finish out the month. I did do a batch of filming and finished the amount, or the videos for like through the end of the month, and so I'm not going to be able to obviously answer any more of your questions that you have in a video form. But what I say in the upcoming videos is, if you have a question, ask it, and I'll either answer it via text, obviously, in the comments, or we can talk about it live. So El Barrio Cookers was the first person to ask a decent question we're going to make a live stream out of it. So he asked, and let me go actually get his comment so you guys can, that was really good. Give me 1 second to find it. All right, so El Barrio Cookers, he says, since you've been catering barbecue, what's the biggest or most expensive cook you ever had? So, now, I guess this is a question for you. I guess the biggest, as far as most expense for me, or most expense, or like the highest one I've gotten paid for. And how difficult was it in terms of transportation materials? Meats, pans, etc. Thanks again for taking us along the catering journey. So, I kind of build in the transportation stuff with the food. Usually I'll add it's either basically it's like 10% of the cost of the food, or the total cost of the food. I build that in for the warmers, for the trays, for the and for delivery. So all of those fees are typically paid for. Now, what I didn't when I would put to 10%, what I didn't equate for was the rising costs of these foil pans and other things like that. So everything that costs everything is just kind of crazy. D1 Gaming says mesquite is good depending on the type of meat you're cooking. Yep. Tony says, you better believe it, asking about mesquite. He's a hickory mesquite is his favorite mix. Everybody saying hi. Crimson Creek says steaks for sure with mesquite. Yep, I learned with mesquite when I was stationed in Texas. Yeah. Grumpa says mesquite is good wood. I use it sparingly. Just use it sparingly. Yep, it can be overpowering, which is the problem I have. I'm used to a more mild smoke flavor, and mesquite can be a little overpowering for me. How much you charge per head for a barbecue event? John says. So I don't charge by the person. I charge by what they actually get. I feel like that's a more fair price structure for the customer, not necessarily for me. I know people make more money. Come on, focus, please. People make more money when you charge per head, and then you kind of figure out. But I'm not trying to skimp on people. So come on, focus, man. I know it's not my eyes. My phone isn't focusing. All right, hold on a second. So I don't charge by the head. I charge by what the actual order is. I like I said, I find that's more fair. D1 Gaming says, have you ever tried olive wood? Smoked the whole hog and used olive, and it was thumbs up. No, I have not had the pleasure of cooking solely on olive. Grandpa said maybe mix it with another wood. Captain Newbie, what up, Russ? How you doing? El Barrio says mesquite is a very strong smoke flavor mixed with pecan or oak. Pecan or oak. Marcus says, hey, Pitmaster from National, hickory, pecan, apple, and oak. All right, well, yep, that sounds like a pretty decent mix. Just leave the hickory at home for me. I'm just not a hickory fan. El Barrio says, thanks, it was early this morning. No problem. Impressive Sarah says, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too. AQ Daddy Barbecue. Hola muchachos. And he's cheers. I feel like I just woke up, so I don't need anything to drink yet. Captain Newbie, he says, que pasta. Mr. Richard, how you doing, sir? He's around the corner. Shout out to you, sir. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Yeah. Grandpa says, how much for one rib delivered? Man, I don't know, Grumpus. You that delivery fee would be quite quite the fee. Sarah says, sorry, I've been out recovering from back injury. Well, no need to apologize. You're here now, and that's all that matters. You're hanging out with us, so thank you and welcome. All right. So Obario asked a good question about transportation for large catering event transportation food costs. So let's just break it down, right? Let's do some math. Let's look and see. So in the current environment, Sam's Club, we're gonna look for full catering pans. Full catering pans. All right. So right now, today is December 15th, 2021. So the full-size steam pans, and I'm logged into my local store because I've even found the price will vary from store to store across town. And the store that's closest to me can vary in price from the store that is 15 minutes away. So one store is like 5 to 7 minutes away, and one store is 15, 20 minutes away in another direction. And the pans can vary in price. So I have 18 count full size, so a full pan is $12.78, right? That's 18 of them, so less than $1 a piece. Restaurant Depot, for example, for the oval aluminum pans, they wanted $2.50 each for them, or it was either $2 or $2.50 each for them right before Thanksgiving. In years past, I was paying 50 cents, 75 cents max for those pans. So my prices reflect, obviously, or when I was talking about it, reflected previous year's pricing. So this is something that's new and different. Obviously, where everything's changing, everything's going up. So Sam's also has a third pan or third size, 1/3 size catering pans. There's a 30 count, and they are $8.18. So I've used the third size pans, and they work for me as well. And I don't see. So let's see. I'm gonna click on the full size pan, and maybe it'll show me the half size pans. So let's look. Catering pans. All right. So then the half size pan. The half pans is a 36 count half pan is $9.46. So I used to figure in $10 basically per pack, right? And depending on how big the event it would kind of determine how many of those full size or half size pans I would use. AQ Daddy Barbecue says, what about selling sides? So sides are something that for bigger events, I do offer sides. And it's just one of those things where it depends on the event and or the amount of people or who's going to be there, or how many people are going to be there, as to what size I offer. How to price sides. So usually I price sides by the full pan, and it'll be okay, I have to buy 1 or 2 cans of beans or some, either like baked beans or green beans, or if I'm buying like a cold salad or something like that, I just charge by the pound because I'm paying by the pound. Cars, what's up, Mike? He says, he's talking to Steven. And Steven, my YouTube says, hi, Dash and chat. Terry says, we're in bad storms right now. High winds and tornadoes. Well, Terry, you batting the hatches, man. Definitely keep your head down and take care. Mark Henderson says, have you ever thought of washing out the pans and reusing them? Not really. To be completely honest, by the time you use those pans one time, it's far easier for me to just throw them away. Or what I've been doing as of late is so Mark, I don't even if I'm cooking in a pan, and when I bring the food inside the house and after I let it rest, I will put the food, like if I'm pulling pork or cutting up brisket or even chopping chicken, I will put the food into a new pan when I present that pan to the customer. And I will either use the original pan that I had the food in while it was cooking or while it finished as a base pan, or I will just save all of those pans. And honestly enough, I've been recycling them recently. So, and when I say recycling, taking them to the scrap to be recycled, and even that's not worth the time and energy that goes into it, because the cost of recycled metal and aluminum is down so much. Neighbor's house is totaled, tree went through it. Oh, Terry, man, that's true. Sorry to hear that. Yes, definitely be safe, Terry. But yeah, Mark, I mean, it's to me, it's not worth the hassle trying to wash those pans, and then I feel like you wash them, you have to stack them up individually, and so they dry properly, and but once you use them that one time, more often than not, excuse me, more often than not, they show their use already, and they're just not that good. They're thin aluminum disposable pans for a reason. Now, if I were to buy the hotel steam table pans, those pans are expensive. Like from Restaurant Depot, they are between 20 and $30 a pop, depending on how. Like if I were to get a half size one, they're less than $20. Full size ones are like 25 or $30, depending on if you do like the half size or full size, like a deep. And those, you best believe, I'll be reusing those, but not the ones that the aluminum foil ones. It really, I won't say it. I just bill it in. So and how I get that money for that is I charge a service. You know, like I said, it's delivery and setup, and that delivery and setup is what covers those costs. So, and one of the things that I said a while ago is I typically charge a, depending on the size of the event, but if it's an event and let's say it's $300, okay, I'm gonna charge a $50 delivery and delivery and setup, because that'll pay for my time for me to deliver the food. That'll pay for my time to set up, and with that being done, it'll also pay for warmers, trays, the racks, any utensils. So if I buy like serving utensils and things like that, that typically covers all of those fees. So my YouTube says this Friday will be my first cook on my toe behind offset smoker. Wish me luck. I don't know what to expect from her. Also, she needs a name. All right, so my YouTube. First, what is your name? I'd definitely say, excuse me. My first, like the thing I usually tell everyone when they get a new cooker is to cook chicken, so that you can know what to expect, and then you kind of get a decent, bearing on how it cooks and what you need to do. And as far as the name, don't rush it. Let the name come to you. Let the name come to you. All right. So my YouTube says Joe. All right. Says that he's going to be starting a fire. It looks like he's planning on learning his hot cold zones tomorrow. Then cleaning it up. Well, perfect. Tomorrow's Thursday, so you're getting prepped and ready for your big cook for a cook on Friday. But while you have the cooker going, man, you just throw some chicken on there. Get some chicken legs, some chicken thighs, something cheap, and test it out. So, trying to go back to El Barrio Cooker's question. He asked about big events and transportation. So kind of to piggyback on this, that the biggest event that I had was for 400, when I cooked for 450 people, or the biggest event to date was cooking for 450 people, and I could probably pull up the PayPal order and tell you exactly what the order was for, but it was just one of those things where I base all of those extra materials and things like that. I have a little service fee built in for that, and not service fee, but there's fees for the delivery, to set up, and all of those other things, and that covers those costs for the pans, the warmers, and those costs add up. I actually had to buy a pack of the warmers, and let's see, while I'm here on Sam's website, Warming gel. Yep. Okay. So Members Mark 2-hour safe heat warming gel 18 count $20.28. These things used to be $15. So the cost has gone up. Definitely. The costs have gone up. And oh, and then the racks. The warming rack. What is this called? Catering rack. Okay. The Members Mark shaving dish wire rack. $7, $6.58. They used to be less than $5. I used to get these for $4, and there's only 2 of them. So when you start to add these prices up now, Sam's does not have the best price on those racks. I believe the best price is Restaurant Depot, but it's one of those things where you kind of have to go in between the different stores and find out who has the better price. So when I looked for pricing for the aluminum pans, Sam's had the better deal on aluminum pans, but the Restaurant Depot might have had the better deal on the racks, the warming racks, because I'm buying them, or I bought them in a case of like 50 or 100. So yeah. Mark said, hit the like button. Thank you so very much. There's 17 of you guys here and 17 thumbs up. So if you have not already, please hit that thumbs up. I'd greatly appreciate it. But yeah, so that's what I pay for my racks also. Mike, man, I can't believe it. The prices of these things has gone up drastically. And El Barrio is kind of right on time, because everyone's always talking about the cost of the meats going up, but no one really ever talks about the cost of all of the not residual, but the other things that go with it are also going up too. Victor says, heck, my alarm didn't go off. So howdy, y'all. Yeah, Victor, how you doing this evening? My alarm went off. It woke me up because I took a nap. And I'm here. Victor, hopefully everything is well. You got a couple more days, buddy. A couple more days to get through the holiday season. Grumpus says, when pricing, don't forget the prep items, i.e. the foil, paper towels, gloves, cleaning supplies, etc., etc. Agreed. And all of those things are I won't say covered, but all of those things are part of what that 10% that I charge basically for setup and delivery goes towards. All of those, like, when you get work done on your vehicle and everything like that, and they charge environmental fees and other fees and things like that, man, that's what they're charging for. All of the gloves and the electrical tape and the whatever else, the rags, they're passing that fee on to you. So you got to do the same and pass it back. Mark says, prices have gone up here so much, it has really hurt my small chili business. Yeah, man, it's costs across the board have gone up like crazy. So the reason some of you guys heard me say I was up early this morning and I had a small event, the small event that I did, where I catered today, it was a small holiday party, like 30, 40 people, if that. And at the event, they bring in a guy who shucks oysters. So he comes in and he shucks oysters. And I asked him, I said, hey man, have you noticed the price of oysters? Or actually, I just asked him, has the price of oysters gone up? He's like, heck yeah. He said, it has forced him to find a direct supplier. He said cutting out the middleman has saved him money, but at the same time, his costs have remained almost the same with him after cutting out the middleman, which is crazy. Mike says the equipment is almost doubled. Agreed. D1 Gaming says, I shop around different stores and I found that Amazon has some things a lot cheaper. Yes, but here's what you'll find with Amazon. Amazon will be cheaper for the first few, or could possibly be cheaper for the first few times you buy it. Then once Amazon, and the algorithm realize that you're buying it from them, they're going to slowly start tacking on extra money onto what it is you buy. So if you've ever looked for something on Amazon on day one and then not purchased it, and then looked at it again like day three, the price could be higher. So Mike says shipping will get you. Not with Amazon. If you're a Prime member, I'm a Prime member, and when I won't say I abuse Amazon Prime, but man, oh man, I order so many things off of Prime, and it's very convenient because it's like eBay with almost guaranteed shipping, if that makes sense. You order things off eBay because you can find it on eBay. Remember those commercials back in the day? You can find it on Amazon as well, but with Amazon, the shipping is much faster. I don't know if you can hear it. Taste tester number 1 is in the kitchen. He's frying chicken right now. So, sorry for all the background noise. Gordo Margo says, I'll put you on a limbo line. Put you in a limbo line for a while.
What?
No, my YouTube says you're right about Amazon. Yeah, a lot of things on Prime are free shipping. Yep. So with Amazon Prime, it's one of those things where most things it was like everything was guaranteed in 2 days. Everything was guaranteed in 2 days. Not any longer. With the supply chain disruptions and issues, things have been taking up to 5 days, or there'll be a delay in shipping. Well, it'll say you'll get it in 2 days, and then it'll be a week, and you still don't have your item. And then it's like you call Amazon and say, "Listen, where's my thing that I ordered?" And they're like, "Oh, we're so sorry. There was an issue with blah blah blah." And the good thing is you can ask for like a credit on your account, or you can cancel the order. So it's easy. Fifth Island says, I'm having the same issues with my restaurant. We sell a lot of chitlins. Finding them is almost impossible right now. Plus the price is crazy. Very hard to find direct distribution. I mean, there's somebody out there who is slaughtering hogs and doing what's necessary to have chitlins. So you might just have to do your homework and due diligence and and find out how to get them cheaper. Grandpa says, teenager frying chicken. Well done. Now between my wife and I, he's cooking. Impressive Sarah says, huge Amazon warehouse just destroyed by tornado. Ooh boy, that's not good. What up, Adam? He said, what's up, Dash? How you doing this evening, Adam? Adam asked a good question. I think you, Adam, let me see. When? Talking about, episode 21. So the 21st of the month, Adam, your question gets answered. Kent says, hey, Dash, I just dropped him by to say, hey, our neighboring town was hit by a tornado. We had 80+ mile winds here. Lots of cleanup tomorrow. Jeez, guys. Take great care. Be safe. Yeah, Mike says try calling a slaughterhouse if you can for that. So one of the things I found, Mike, is calling a slaughterhouse might not necessarily be the best thing, because a slaughterhouse is going to be dealing, and it's kind of like a local butcher. The local butcher sounds like all well and good, but the problem is they're a small outfit, and they have to pass on their costs, and they're going to pass on their cost to you. When you go to, like, I can, find meat cheaper at Sam's or Restaurant Depot and Costco and things like that, versus going to a butcher, the meat can possibly be better, but the meat is also going to be twice as much. Twice as much on top of already paying twice as much. I can't afford to pass those costs on to my customers. Victor says, cool oyster bar. All seafood is really expensive. Being a part of Amazon's transportation system is getting crazy. They don't have enough employees. Jets are running late, etc., etc. Energy clicks on switch. So what's up, Dash? How you doing? Yeah, Kent. Hopefully you are doing fine. He didn't mention any issues at his house. So he said the next town over. So I'm hoping that's as close as it got. Robert Allen says moved to Texas from Washington in August. Prices in Washington, especially meat, got outrageous. Yeah. So it seems like the further away from bigger manufacturers, like we could talk about beef prices right now, and those of you guys who are in Texas are paying $1 to $1.50 cheap less than what I'm paying. But the rising cost is not, I won't say relative, but the cost of meat is rising like altogether. So just for giggles, right before Thanksgiving, I was able to get choice briskets for $4.99 a pound. $5 a pound for prime briskets from Costco. $4.99 a pound. Recently, the week after Thanksgiving, the price had gone back up to $5.49 per pound. So it was an additional 50 cents per pound for choice brisket or for prime briskets. Now, I know some of you guys have purchased briskets recently. What has the price for briskets been for you? D1 Gaming says the only thing I get from my butcher is whole hogs. Yeah, I've actually not saying found, but Restaurant Depot also sells or has the ability for me to order hogs from them. Yeah, Adam said, Kent says, Adam, yeah, it's pretty rough out there right now. Yeah, Mother Nature, no joke. Mark says, I found large retailer, wholesale club places sell cheaper than small butchers. Exactly. Robert says, haven't been able to find a restaurant supply grocery store in my area besides Sam's or Costco. Dude, you know what? I found I found another restaurant store. I was at Sam's and I was trying to find chicken wings. This was in the height of like not being able to find chicken wings, and somebody there told me about another like a little restaurant supply store that was similar. He's like, oh, it's just like Restaurant Depot. You have to get a membership and everything like that. It's just like Restaurant Depot, and he told me where it was or the name of it, and I looked it up, and sure enough, a little hole in the wall spot in a little industrial park that I would have never, like, I've driven past it, but I'd never.
What temperature should it take at 165?
No, for chicken wings you could take them to 175.
175. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Grumpa says I bought 2 pork butts tonight on sale at 88 cents a pound at HEB. Bone in or boneless? Grumpus. Future webcam billionaire says, hey Dash, former webcam CEO. I figure. Look, Robert says Northwest Washington got as high as $6.49 per pound. Yeah, for prime briskets, I saw prices close to $7 as well. Mike says brisket is still high. Grumpus says $3.29 a pound for select. $3.29 again, $1 to $1.50. Nailed it. Willie Nash says, when are you cooking pork butt? I actually cooked some earlier today. Willie Nash just changed his name because it's the same picture. Jimmy says got 2 last week, $5.50 at Sam's. Yeah. I'm telling you, man, outside of Texas, you pay another $1 to $1.50. My YouTube said 6 months ago I was paying $2.47 a pound. Prime brisket at Sam's. Oh, I already know. Like I said, it's double in price. Think your local butcher is not going to help much, but if you can hook up with a local processor, you might do well. All right. Mike says he's in Kent, Washington. He's in Washington State right now. My YouTube said now it's like $5. Yep. D1 Gamers is here in Arizona looking at $7 or more per pound for prime briskets. Yep. Nolan's for life. He's, what's up, man? How you doing? He says HEB St. Louis has St. Louis style ribs on sale for $1.77. He said I got 10 slabs over a 3-day period. Right. Score. Costco brisket, tri-tip, and beef ribs have gotten so high in Los Angeles that there have been times Creekstone Farms was cheaper. Jeez. Now that's saying something. Wow. Willie Nash says, is it on YouTube? No, it's not. So as of late, with the smaller events, I've been just cooking. Some of the smaller events, it's like this morning, and I'm beat because I was up this morning at 2:15, and I had the smoker going by, it was by 2:30, and by the time I got everything together, I started cooking. It was a little after. You need to turn the oil down. It's burning. I can.
Okay, all right. I did already, so that's why I said no.
Once you burn the oil, it's still gonna smell like burnt oil. So you gotta clean the oil by taking out all whatever the particulates that you have in the bottom of the oil out. That's how you keep it from burning. My YouTube says I'm having, oh, John, that's what he said. I'm having about 25-30 people over on Saturday. It's costing me too much to host things in my house. Man, you better charge the entrance fee. Robert says I need to upgrade my freezer space at our new place. I had 3 when I lived in Washington. Best way I've seen is Friendswood, Texas, to stock up during sales. Yeah. Victor says now my fellow Washingtonians are representing us very well tonight. He said, great job, guys. Mark says AAA brisket, about choice grade here, is $5.60 Canadian, $4.36 per pound for US at Costco Business Center. Yeah, so that's about what I paid at the Restaurant Depot was more expensive. It was like $4.69, $4.70-ish, $4.79 maybe for choice brisket at Restaurant Depot. Yeah, John, you better charge, like, listen, it's like nothing personal. Can I get $5 to recoup some of the fees for the meat that you're about to, receive? Because, man. Yeah, Mark says that's fair. How should I price my catering for corporate events? I want to say the same way. I've found that I appreciate when I won't say have billed, but when I charge people for a per pound charge versus charging, it's going to be $15 per person. More often than not, you can figure out what their per person, what their head count is, and you can butt up against that. So if it's like, all right, we're having 100 people. Okay, well, sometimes corporate events will have a budget of $12 per person. All right, so you say 100 people, $12. You got $1,200 to play with. What can you fit into $1,200? And sometimes it just is worth asking, do you have a per person limit? And if you can get under that budget, then you can make that money. I just don't charge people per person. I charge based off of the meat that they buy. So per pound. I charge per pound and not per person. But it's, you know, sometimes you can figure out how much what the corporate budget is, and again, you can just ask sometimes and say, hey, do you have a budget and what is it, and you can kind of tailor it from there. Yep. Marks is hard to do per person at $12 a pound with beef. Yeah. So if I'm charging what I need to charge right now for brisket, like in all honesty, to break even and make profit, is $30 a pound. I'm not charging $30 a pound for brisket. I'm charging $25 currently, but I can't say, oh, it's going to be $25 per person off the rip. That's not going to work. So that's when we have to figure out what the budget is and go from there. Just kind of meet in the middle. Robert says, what's your serving size on that? Serving size on brisket? I normally recommend a half a pound, or my thought is a half a pound of protein per person. And then I calculate in a 25% overage. Alright, Steven. Time to go walk Buddy, huh? Time to take Buddy for a walk. So, today was a long day. And I didn't even get any energy drinks or anything like that. So, yeah. I have some coffee left over from yesterday. And I'm like, do I wanna drink some of that? There's coffee at the end of the table, and there's also Crown. I'm like, Mark's Dash, I've added the mac and cheese and homemade bread with my chili to help maintain costs. It's helped a bit. Yeah, doing sides, and some sides can be inexpensive. There's some things that have not gone up in price as much as others. I was telling the oyster guy, I was telling him, I said, you know, the cost of brisket has gone up, the cost of chicken has gone up. I said, but one of the things that has not gone up as of late, or for me, is pork shoulder. Pork shoulder is still rather inexpensive for now. I said, but I can't sell any ribs because ribs are $5 a pound. Ribs were $2.50 max per pound, and now they're $5 per pound. $5 per pound for ribs. The last time I bought ribs, it was $45, almost $50 for 3 racks of baby backs. For 3 racks of baby backs, I'm having to charge $45 per rack. $45 per rack of ribs in order to recoup my costs. That's crazy. Mark says pork ribs are insane. Insane as a membrane. Yes. Insane is like, it's not even, it doesn't even do it enough justice. Like, ridiculous. It's an and chicken wings. Same thing. It's like, why is prices so daggone high? But again, I was talking to the oyster guy, and he was like, well, you know what it is they're passing on there. It's post-pandemic pricing so that these companies and businesses can make up the losses that they've had during the pandemic. I get it, but man, well, this is Victor. He says Dale Coffee. No, ills would be so nasty. Nah, man, I don't. It's not like I'm drinking. Like it's already. It's like iced coffee at this point, Victor. Robert says, are y'all St. Louis ribs just one rack? The spare ribs cut in half down the middle. I don't do St. Louis spares, but the St. Louis spares are trimmed rather well. The rib tips are cut off, and either end is trimmed off as well. So they are trimmed down spares, but they're not just regular spares cut in half. No. Getting them from Costco and Sam's, they're better than that, at least. So, they just cut in half? No, man, thank goodness. I am, let me go out here. Oops, that's for 20. I need to. So I'm still like in my head trying to get all of the videos edited and put up so that they can be ready. D1 says, beef short ribs are ridiculous right now. I charge by the pound and prices vary by what meat my customers want. Yeah, man. And again, I won't say that's the best way, but having a flat fee, it's just not working. Mark says pandemic pricing is a lot based on speculation. Future purchasing price by retailers. Agreed. Robert says here they're doing that, calling it 2 racks of St. Louis. Huh. Steven's back. Steven's back. Everybody, Steven's back. That's what's up, man. Thanks for joining or coming back in here. We didn't even, you weren't gone long enough for us to miss you though, man. I just looked at a comment from Laura, and she's talking about how cold it is up there where she is in Canada. I clicked over and started looking at the comments, reading the comments I have to reply to. So let's go back to the actual live video so I can make sure that it is running with no problem. Oh, my headphones are in, so I don't even have to mute it. Okay. Mark says, I've been trying to find bulk pricing on rib tips because lots of retailers sell St. Louis cut sport ribs, so they must have lots of rib tips somewhere. Mark, you know where it's probably, those rib tips are probably going? McDonald's. Someplace like that where they do like a rib special or something along those lines, and they take and hold on to those tips and pieces and they process them for something else. So you might not be able to find them. My John says, what's your favorite food? I'm pretty, like, I'm good with Chinese. Like I could eat Chinese because usually Chinese food encompasses a plethora of different things that I could have some variety. You know, some people say, oh, my favorite food is pizza, and you know that's because you can get a lot of different types of pizza. Like barbecue, I won't say that's my favorite food. I cook it so much and I eat so much every now and again that I don't know. I've gotten into like Korean food, a lot of Korean food or Vietnamese food, like Vietnamese or Korean noodles actually, and of course Vietnamese with pho. Robert says another thing, having to get meat cut. Another thing is having to get meat cutter, custom cut meat cut. I guess the meat cutter, custom cut a steak if I want anything over a half inch. Everything in the case is thin cut. Yeah, Robert, I don't appreciate those either. But it's one of those things where the cost of meat has, like, people won't buy the steak if it's so thick and it weighs more because it's more expensive. So they cut it thin to appeal to more people and hopefully be able to sell it. Victor says there's more to it. Using the oyster fellow reason, all employees are having trouble getting enough workers, getting enough folks to work doing seafood, and the actual fishermen, oysters, oystermen, etc. Yeah, it's just rolling downhill, man. Grumpus says it's not just food prices. I tell my customers the current quoted price is only good for 24 hours. I re-quote if they drag their feet. Grumpus, that is a very, very, very good process to have. I have told you guys that I quoted I quoted someone, and I won't say I lost money, but what ended up happening was by the time I quoted them and the time I purchased the food, the costs had gone crazy. And I was like scrambling, like, what the hell am I going to do? Because I'm not making nearly as much profit. Mark said, good point. Never thought of that. What point was that, Mark? Oh, he was talking about the rib tips, like a major processor is holding them. So or those rib tips could be put into like some other sort of processed something. They're not just hanging out there. They're not going to waste. Mark says my favorite food is not chili. It used to be my favorite, but I cook so much I don't like it now. Mark, I'm right there with you. I can take one bite of brisket, and be done after cooking. D1 says I'm trying to buy my spare ribs whole. It's cheaper if you get the whole tips when you trim them. Yeah. It's cheaper and you get the tips when you trim them. Yep. So there's a few folks that I know that are, that will get whole spares and trim them down to St. Louis, and then they sell the spares and the rib tips separately. Victor says his favorite food is Italian, but that includes so many different foods. Agreed. Robert Amlin. Oh, yeah, Robert says, yeah, a $5 box of gloves is now $35. Listen, I just spent $10 per box of gloves from Harbor Freight and was happy. I used to spend $5 per box of gloves from Harbor Freight, and I would buy 5 of them at a time when they were on sale. Height of the pandemic, the nitro gloves were $20 per box. It went from $5 to $20 per box. Ridiculous. For Black Friday, Black Friday, they had gloves on sale for $10 a box from $15. Come on, man. Like, that's ridiculous. Linnell says, good evening from South Carolina. Is it Lionel? How you doing this evening? Oh, that's Robert. You're preaching to the choir, man. Like, and I use a lot of gloves. I don't even want to think about how much. Yeah, Sean said, Mark, okay. Mark says gloves are insane. Yeah, they are. Sean says I bought 5 boxes right before the pandemic hit, and I just ran out. Man, talk about sticker shock. I like I said, I was purchasing gloves in batches of 5, and there was a subscriber who hooked me up. He sent me a couple boxes of gloves because I was talking about the price of gloves. So he sent me a couple boxes. He was either a fireman, like EMS, or he worked in a hospital, but he had access to gloves, and he hooked it up heavy. He sent me a couple boxes of gloves, and that held me over, but I still had to buy them at some point, and ridiculous. Future webcam billionaire says I'm going to cater Thai food at the events. That's going to be the most expensive. Victor says, let's not forget, there were several months that we couldn't even get gloves. Oh, Victor, I already know. That was when the subscriber sent the gloves to me, and I was able to be held over because I couldn't find them in the stores. John, my YouTube says, times are tough when you're washing nitro gloves. Now, I didn't stoop to that. Well, I would, like, if I had a glove on my hand, I would wash my gloved hand to keep doing what I was doing, depending on what I was doing. Other than that, man, I'm just taking them off. Harbor Freight trying to recoup money from all the gloves they gave away last year. Totally agree, Grumpus. Totally agree. I am definitely not mad. Well, I'm mad. I'm mad. But I know that's business. Barbecue, bourbon, and blues is good evening, everyone. Mark says I'm a cost accountant and I'm sitting down breaking prices down to look at how to reduce costs, but the fluctuation is killing me, man. Yeah, I already know because you can't. You plan for what your costs are going to be one day, and the next day it changes. Well, that's the same product on the shelf. It hasn't. It hasn't. You know, you haven't even sold out. My best selling right now is bacon. 2 weeks per batch. I sold out next day. Nice. Oh, my best seller. Sorry. Um, South Carolina in the house. I see Jimmy talking to another South Carolinian. Like, well, I wouldn't say how long does it take to become a resident, but we go to South Carolina. We go to Myrtle Beach. I don't say a couple times, but we go to Myrtle Beach. We try. Excuse me. It seems like once a summer or once a year. I won't say once a summer, but once a year. But yeah, and I'll be driving through South Carolina soon again. So what do you guys? That's your almost resident by proxy. Yeah, see, I agree. That's what I'm saying. How long? How long does it take, man? Maybe I will go ahead and get my license to switch to South Carolina, and then I can purchase some things I want to purchase. What up, Jay? How you doing, man? Jay's been working on his RX-7. RX-7? Yeah, he's got a couple of them. I've been seeing you via Instagram. Oh, Victor says, here's something to help us with glove prices. Quality tongs. During the cook, I mostly use tongs anyway, but gloves are important. But I need my gloves for salmon fishing also. Absolutely necessary. Victor, you know what I don't do? I don't use tongs, I won't say enough, but I much rather grab things and move things and manipulate things with my hands than tongs. If I'm grilling burgers and hot dogs or like grilled food, when the temperatures are really hot, I use tongs for sure. But slow food or like prepping food, I have to use gloves, man. Jimmy says, we will forward your mail. Well, that's good to know, Jimmy. No, says, but you're going to have to learn to speak together language. Together language down here? Oh no, man. I'm from Philadelphia, man. I won't say I don't assimilate, but I can turn it on and off. There are times when I talk, or I can talk like I can talk to where I live. Excuse me. One of the big things that's funny is people tell me I can start talking and I'll say, oh yeah, I live in Baltimore, blah blah blah, and they say, oh, you're not from Baltimore. No, I'm not. That's what gave it away. The T. It's like, yep. Most people from Baltimore don't, or Baltimore, but it's funny. You have Baltimore folks, Baltimore, and you have Baltimore, and there's yeah. I pronounce the T either way. I even get on my daughter about pronouncing the T. She was saying something the other day, and I'm like, there's a T in that word. Oh, Jay says, oh man, you're gonna flip on the custom grill I got coming out. Well, that's what's up, man. Mark says tongs would slow me down. Overall, need gloves. Time is also money, and I never have enough time. Psh, man, I agree, Mark. I think sometimes tongs slow me down too. I can manipulate what I need to manipulate much faster with a gloved hand than I can with tongs. Well, also correction is supposed to be Gullah Geechee. Yeah, I know. I've heard about that. I don't mind that Gullah Geechee cooking. So you who hates cleaning up and making messes and such, you should have put a piece of aluminum foil in there and season it on the aluminum foil as opposed to now you got to clean up the rack and the counter. The point is, that's what you just say, yeah, I'll do that next time, not try to tell me, just saying, just saying. All right, I've got the cup. Randy, how you doing? So, do I know about red rice? I don't know if I know per se about red rice, but I mean, you said rice. I love rice. Tell me about red rice. Russ is just saying. What you just saying? Oh, so let me just show y'all. This is my favorite. Right now. Yo, so dope. So dope. I'm just pouring over the ice. I got half a cup of ice here. Not that I really need to be yawning and doing all that other stuff, but it's time for a drink. Time for a drink. I should have poured this into a glass, but my cup is right here. Mark says I use those disc gloves now. Have a few pair with cotton gloves under them. Just wash them after I use them. All right. I use it all the time, per se, or no? Yeah. Jimmy says I'm cooking for you one day. Sure enough, man. I'm looking forward to it. I'm just like, Jimmy, you know, you and I, we good to link up. You are like just on that cusp of drivability, and yeah, Robert says it's just about finished firebox and stack on my second pit on my trailer rig. Been I guess slow getting materials. He said a slog getting materials. Yeah, to get that made, so kind of like that with the cover. No, this was sold. So I didn't go to Philly. I was close. I went to Costco, and this cover is just on the regular Crown bottle. So, but it was sold in the store, dude. Like, I guess it's a holiday thing, because when I saw it, I was like, "Oh, I'm getting one of those for me." And then I got one for my manager as well, who's also from Philadelphia and an Eagles fan. So I bought him one too. John said he just made a big old pot of gumbo and rice. Well, have you ever tried Bangkok chicken? I can't say that I've necessarily tried it, but I may have had something similar. You know, different cultures will call something one thing, and it'll be called something else in a different culture and another culture, and the difference will just be the name. Victor said when used correctly in the right situations, tongs are faster than gloves. That's why professionals, cooks, and chefs use tongs when possible. They extend your reach, but again, some situations, gloves. Now, Victor, when cooking with hot foods, I use tongs exclusively. But for especially when like for cooking, when I'm cooking with Johnny Five, the grill table. There's no way I'm using and manipulating and using gloves to manipulate things on the grill surface there. I have to use tongs because it's just, yeah. Just as exciting, even though I'm not an Eagles fan, but never seen anything like that. Man, yeah. I don't say around the holidays, stuff like this, personalized stuff. Robert says, my YouTube, are you Cajun? Mark says, I'm having some Maker's Mark right now. Well, yeah, I don't have any Maker's Mark. Victor says Bangkok chicken. That sounds like a dirty joke. Robert Allen says Sazerac, right? Sazerac rye. I learned that I like rye more than I like some bourbons. I was going to just buy a Crown bottle and make a shifter boot out of it. Yeah, well, I have a couple of them. Actually, so the bag I take to the range when I go to work, I have a couple bags of like rifle ammo and pistol ammo that I pick up off of the range floor. So when folks drop ammo on the floor after they're done, cleaning up, I have a bag of rifle ammo and I have a bag of handgun ammo, pistol ammo, and I keep them in Crown bags. Also keep my target ammo in a Crown bag. Yeah. Mark said, can't see you barbecuing 100 chicken thighs and having to flip them with tongs. Being faster with hands with gloves, although tongs slip and may rip skin. Yeah, it's real pain. No, Jay, I'm not reloading. I don't have time for that, nor the patience. Mark says, so Mark, I agree. And also one of the other things too, well, sometimes my hands will get tired from using the tongs. That's just not something that I'm gonna say used to doing. But after doing a lot of manipulation with the tongs, it can get like my hands will get tired. Like just sometimes that grip, my forearms, whew, yeah, fatigued. But I can be faster with tongs in that situation. But then again, that's just something I've trained and practiced with or on doing. So sometimes that's the case. John says, my YouTube says, no, I make anything that sounds and looks good. He says he's from Detroit. Detroit. How's your spaghetti? Oh, thanks.
Mm-hmm. There's
all right.
3 more on the way.
All right. So they look good. They look good. We're going to see if they taste good. Oh, they are hot. What did you season it with? Taste test number 1. What did you season it with?
This Cajun seasoning.
Okay. Cajun. I'm with that. I said I'm with that. With that. They're hot. Gotta give them a moment.
You want the next to the same? I'm just gonna make them lemon pepper, but it's working on the Cajun.
I haven't tried it yet. They smell good. It smells good.
Okay.
I couldn't put my finger on it, on which one it was. I'm like, it's familiar, but I couldn't tell. We're gonna see. Ooh, buddy. No, this is good.
Okay.
They could be fried a little harder though.
Okay.
With chicken wings, it's one of those things where you can kind of tell when they're done when they stop making all that noise. Jay says, I can't wait to move out of Cali and move to Arizona. Jay, how's work going for you, man? Sorry to eat. This is my dinner. Mark says, nice wings. Steven says, nice wangs. Do you eat this part? The tip?
Scott, do you have any water?
Yeah.
What?
Do you have any water?
Mark says those wings look good. Nice size and seasoned. Yes, indeed.
We have
They are seasoned.
water. In the washing machine. Right.
Is the water running right now?
No.
Yes. But I'm sitting in the shower.
Can just go check and see if the washing machine is running.
Okay.
Mm-mm. Not bad. Jay says, damn, now I want wings. Thanks. Linnell says those bags don't fit my mason jars. Shoot. I don't like them in air fryer, Jay. He says the air fryer wings are good for some reason. Nope. Not to me, I'm a traditionalist. I need them fried in grease. I keep threatening to fry something aside from french fries in beef tallow. But if I do that, my wife will kill me. Victor says tongs are something you have to master. And most tongs I found, and most tongs are not worthy. Currently, the best tongs I found are a professional type you can get at Restaurant Depot. Yep. And then, you know, you have them, and unless you wear them out, you'll have them for a while. Robert asks if I've ever smoked wings and then flash fried them. Yes, I have. But that's not something I want to do very often. Hot. Jimmy says I should get the quote on the steel tomorrow to build a smoker. No telling how long it'll take the welder to finish it. Maybe we can hook up and do a first cook on it. Jimmy, I'd be down for that for sure. Hang out, cook. Oh yeah. Victor says they are the same I used 40 years ago when I worked at a restaurant. They had restaurants 40 years ago, Victor? Jeez. This is an office now, no longer on roofs or working with electrical. I'm just remote troubleshooting and helping the techs fix their jobs. I've been real busy. That's why I stopped YouTube videos. Well, that's what's up. Jamie says, just got home from Christmas lights. Mr. Smooth Out is doing his thing in my spot. Hey, yo. I can picture you in your spot, Jamie. Sweatpants on. Mark says, Dash, those are air fried? No. Hard to believe it. I don't have air fryer. No, these are not air fried. He's cooking them. We have a Dutch oven. And that is the way I fry a lot of the things that I fry in the Dutch oven. These are fried the good old-fashioned way. Victor says, don't tell her. Cover stuff. Look up those custom grills on NG. That's just making my new grill. Nice. Future webcam billionaire says, I charge off labor, delivery, and materials and food costs at my events, table shares, etc. Well, Victor says, when I find a great tongue, I don't buy one or two, I get like 10. He said I'm set for a while. Yeah. I'm the same way, Victor. I'm like, ooh, I get something I like it, I buy multiple. That's why or how I started buying gloves 5 boxes at a time. And it was only 5 boxes because there was a limit. Future billionaire, yeah, though. Sound like decent decent sized events. I apologize for me breaking bread. D1 says, where's the hot sauce? Gotta have hot sauce from fried chicken. Not a requirement. The chicken is seasoned well, so that's it. Plus, the hot sauce will make this whole thing messier. It's already, not that it's really messy, but it's already messy enough. Mark says, I don't own an air fryer. Can't see it being better for fried chicken better than oil fried. No. Mark, I'll tell you where it shines. Battered foods. It shines for the kids cooking battered foods. Taste tester number 116 now. And him frying in oil is a thing, but taste tester number 2 or taste tester number 3, they wouldn't be able to do that just yet. Sean, there's the next thing. I was just getting ready to get into that. Sean says air fryers are overrated, but they do reheat stuff pretty well. Yep. One else says, man, Dutch oven are the best for frying. Yep. Kevin, dude. So I was looking, trying to find some contact information for you. I want to say thank you. Hold on one second, guys. Are you coming? I have one bite left, but here, hold on one second. So, my man Kevin, I went to the P.O. box today, and I try to go to the P.O. box 2 to 3 times a week, but it doesn't always work out that I can go. I get to the P.O. box today, and actually taste tester number 3 sometimes will go in and she'll run and go into the post office And she came out today and she had a card. Oh, the yellow card means they have a package for you. So I'm like, oh, okay. I gotta get the package. So now I know there was someone who told me they were sending me something. So I was on the lookout for it. And I get the box, or we get the stuff, and there's 2 boxes. So I'm like, what is this? I'm like, and it's just Dash. It has a P.O. box, and it says from Kevin. I'm like, Kevin? Like, and there's no return information, no nothing. I'm like, oh, man. So I get home, and I open it up. And I open up the box, and there's a box in the box. So I'm like, okay, well, okay. I open up the second box, and there's this on top. So it says, happy birthday, Dash, right? Now, and I don't know if that, Kevin, is that you? Is that your signature there, or is that an autograph from someone? I said, I gotta find out who or what that came from. But if you know what that is or where that is, then you know what this is. Yo. What's even funnier is yesterday when I was filming, one of the questions someone had was asking about my favorite barbecue sauce. And I mentioned this. I have been out of that sauce since like June, July. When I went to Texas last, I meant to buy some and bring it back with me, but I didn't. I was down there for that event with Marcus, and I didn't. Like, almost to the point where I was going to order some. But you guys come through in the clutch. So, Kevin, I say all of that to say thank you so very much, man. It was a great surprise, and I am so very appreciative. So, what was it? Who just said it was? I guess, was it you, John, asking about the hot sauce? See, I would be putting barbecue sauce, the Rudy's barbecue sauce, on this chicken. It has a kick on it, like that. I love it. Thank you. Sweet. I got more chicken. So sorry, guys. I'm gonna be eating in front of you, a little bit more. I'm gonna move this down to the floor so I don't knock it over. Mark says, Dash, you need some hot sauce. Frank's, no. We do more Crystal than we do Frank's. Jay, Jimmy. Victor says, I don't have an air fryer, but it's important to remember not all fryers are created equally. Yep. Randy says, ribs, air fryer, 30 minutes to 400. Remove wrap foil for 30 minutes, 400. Fall off the bone. Nice. Victor says, that said about air fryers, I love my Dutch ovens. All of them. So many different ones. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, Joe. I swear, if I'm saying John, I'm sorry. I swear it was Joe. I swear I was saying Joe. But yeah, Joe says, Dash watched some of your earlier vids, noticed you're a car guy, and just learned you're a gun guy. Yep. Top that off with cooking. He said, man, I knew I liked you. Yes, indeed. Kevin says, happy belated birthday and Christmas, man. Thank you so very much. So, is this you? Is this your signature there? Or is that, like from someone I should know and like save the bag? Please tell me. Little girl, did you see this? I did show you this one, right? That I got the Rudy's barbecue sauce. Oh, so taste testing number 3 went with me to the post office. So one of the boxes was this Rudy's barbecue sauce, and the other one was the sauce that I told you someone else sent me. I was expecting that one. I was not expecting Rudy's sauce.
If you're frying with that lid on, that's why your chicken is soft.
The
Because
moisture
what
is not.
happens is you're creating moisture, and you're putting that back into your roll. So what we have is a.
D1 Gamer said made a Chicago style deep dish pizza for dinner. Now I want some fried chicken. Sorry, not sorry.
Is it crispier this time?
It's good. I didn't really know the spicy was a thing, Grumpus, but I like the original. But I would love to try the spicy. So yeah, Grumpus hooked me up not so long ago with some Rudy's barbecue sauce, and man. Mark says, please stop. Oh, wait, hold on. I can't finish reading the comment. Hold on. I gotta take a couple more bites. Oh, my bad. Mark says, please stop showing the chicken. He said, you're killing me. Oops. You know, Jay said, that Crystal? He said, thanks for putting me on. It's way better than Red Rooster. Yeah. So, when it comes to hot sauce, I do actually like a hot sauce with some flavor as opposed to just like straight up like ridiculous heat. Kevin says you can throw the bag away. All right. Well, thank you, sir, man. That was Thank you so very much, Kevin. I really do appreciate it. Sean said I like the original better, and I love spicy foods. Okay. So Webcam CEO says if I was using the air fryer, I would double fry my chicken to get it that ultimate crisp. Yeah. Lanelle says, damn, cooking, cars, and guns? Damn, are you sure you're not a Southerner? Yes, I am. But technically, and I hate to admit this, I do believe I've lived south of the Mason-Dixon line longer than I have above. Yeah. So, again, hate to admit it. I'm a Yankee, man. Through and through. Don't call me a Southerner. Yo, it's hot. Whew. Sorry, Victor. And everyone else watching the live stream replay. I know there's a few of you that watch first thing in the morning. If you're watching the replay right now and you get to the point where I'm throwing down on the chicken or this point of the replay, just comment chicken wing, chicken wing. Chicken wing, chicken wing. I hear you in there, taste tester number 3. If you have kids under the age of, let's say, 15, go to them and just kind of sing chicken wing, and see what they say. See what they do. Ooh. Ooh. Sorry, Victor. Sorry, Mark. 805 Barbecue Junkie. So what up, my brother and everyone else? How you doing? Mark says, I love properly seasoned food. Not so much hot or spicy, but properly seasoned. Yes, indeed. I shouldn't have to add anything to it. If you do it right, I'm gonna eat it just like that. Mark says my youngest kid is 25. Man, I got 15 years before that happens to me. Golly. I'm trying to be like you when I grow up. Good night, guys. Are you going upstairs or no? Or no? Both of you. All right. Well, is the light still on? The light's still on. Hmm. 805 says, damn, those wings look bomb. Yep. Taste tester number 1 hooked it up tonight. We fried chicken wings, I guess. Or he's frying chicken wings. I guess we'll keep them. Jimmy says his youngest is 29. Oh. Man. Nope. The wings are taken. Wings taken. Alex says 10 and 13. Shoot. Been there. So, taste tester number 1 just turned 16. Taste tester number 2 is 14. And taste tester number 3 is 10. Is it beer time yet? So, Bobby, hi. How you doing? I started drinking liquor first, so I don't have any beer and actually, now I think about it, I don't have. Oh no, I do have beer. I don't have any Miller Lite in the refrigerator in the house. They're all outside in the refrigerators, out in the garages. I do have some in Vanna though, and with the temperature being so low, I could go outside to the van and get some colder beer than is in the refrigerator. Excuse me. Man. Jimmy says 29, 31, 37. Those sound like measurements. But they're his kids' ages. Victor says Southerners, Yankees, whatever. He said, I'm so proud to be from the great Pacific Northwest. Funny, we really don't have a name for us. At least all of us aren't California. Sorry, Californians. No, but you know, you live and represent the Pacific Northwest. That's something in and of itself, man. Huh. If you're using that large one, you gotta hit the rubber edge so you're not hitting the stone on the countertop with the metal. Thank you. So if you're just joining us, taste tester number 1 is frying some chicken, and yeah. Martini, yeah. Have at it. I'm drinking Crown tonight. because it was close. Here's my Crown bottle. Bobby, check that out. Yeah. I treated myself. I normally don't drink Crown straight or the regular Crown. I prefer the Crown Apple or Crown Peach. But it has an Eagles logo on it, so it makes it taste much better. Grumpy said I got a 42-year-old that has a hard time warming chicken in the microwave. My mouth was full, so I couldn't even comment on that, Grumpus. Little girl, tell Alexa to turn off the light. Thank you. Finger looking good. Crown Royal is Canadian. Oh, I'm aware. Canadian whiskey. Hi, Sam says, good evening, big fella. Woo. Got a little bit of that. Always thanks for your cooking tips. I'm better smoker because of it. He said, God bless. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Clean them bones, bomb, yeah. And Grumpy said, my wife's kid, not the fruit of my loins. All right, Buford T. Justice. There's no way you can be the fruit of my loins. No, if you don't get that reference, we might not be able to be friends any longer. Dwight, how you doing? Dwight, I saw a couple comments from you earlier. I replied. Hopefully I replied to all of them or most of them. I took a nap this evening, so I haven't replied to comments in a while. You have to pardon. I am eating my dinner right now. My oldest taste tester number 1 fried some chicken wings. So, well, thanks, Dwight. Appreciate you listening in. And I apologize for eating while talking, but I took a nap. Victor's a trucker. No way, I totally understand why he likes Smokey and the Bandit. No, it's not from Friday. Victor got it. And he said, my favorite line, Smokey and the Bandit. Some bitch. How about I have mind control? When Debo was here, I be quiet. But when he leaves, I be talking again. said I was going to watch Friday again recently, and I haven't found it online. Craig, Craig, can I borrow your VCR? All right, Dwight said I like your style. I've been here for a while. All right, well, thank you, sir. Look, I'm just a regular dude cooking, trying to make a couple dollars every now and again. Nothing fancy. Nothing fancy. Jimmy's there. Bye, Felicia. Sure enough. I remember when that became a meme not too long ago, and people didn't know where it was from. Well, I say people, younger kids didn't know where it's from. Mark said, called unapologetic. Yeah. The wife said, that's the point. Yo, some people get it and some people don't. I'm just being me. I figured, you know, if I can help somebody level up and put some information out there and help somebody else out, why not? Why not? Is everything I say gospel? No. But I'm trying to help other people out. I think Friday's on HBO Max. All right. Mommy said, I feel bad for anyone named Felicia. I knew a couple Felicias. You gonna have me looking on HBO Max? I might watch it and fall asleep to it. I won't even fall asleep to it. I took a good nap, so now I'm awake. I took a good nap this evening. I got up this morning, and you guys who are late or weren't here the entire time, I had an event. I had to deliver food to. It was they asked for 5 pounds of brisket, 5 pounds of brisket, 5 pounds of chicken, 5 pounds of pulled pork, and delivered. And they wanted everything to be delivered at 11 a.m. So all right, well, kind of err on the side of caution on how long it's gonna take the briskets to cook and the pork shoulder to cook. So I got up at 2:15 this morning. 2:15 after going to bed at like 11 o'clock last night. So I had less than 3 hours sleep, or about 3 hours sleep. So this afternoon, I took a nap. This evening, I took a nap from about 6:30, 7 o'clock till 8:45 when I got up. And when I got on the live stream, I was still half asleep. Now, I'm awake. I'm awake now, for sure. The wife says, for real, thank you. Mark says, some people get it, some don't. Understood. Lion Man cooking. I apologize. I'm eating my dinner right now. Taste session number 1 is frying some chicken, and I'm throwing down. I'm eating some chicken wings. I hate to be a bad host and eat while I'm doing the live, but I'm sorry, I had to eat something. Taste test number 1, hooking it with a 5-piece wing special. I gotta check on him. What is he doing over there? He's got a bunch of spices and seasonings out on the counter. Can you hear me? What are you doing over there? I see a whole bunch of spices and seasonings. Give me a second, guys. Oh, lemon pepper. How's that? So what? Oh my God, man! What? This? You see me put foil down on the floor too. So you see how they're floating? That's a good indication. And there's too much oil in there too. You could have done with less. But one of the things, because of the odd shape of the wings, what you should have done or could have done is cut the arm apart from the leg part, and you'd have been able to get more down into the oil, and they would cook faster. Okay. But they're looking decent. This is the lemon pepper.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a lemon pepper.
All right, so you see how they're bubbling up there? Poke them.
I could do that.
Look at boy. Oil everywhere. Can you? All right. Sorry. Quick lesson at the Dutch oven there. Black man says no apology necessary. Man, shoot. Yeah, it is. I don't like to eat in front of folks, but there are times when I need to eat too. Pictures of hell at the prices of wings. How the heck can you afford wings? Must be nice. So you know what it is, Victor? I had an event where, well, no, for Thanksgiving. Woman wanted 40 wings, and it was, by the time I bought the case of chicken wings, I bought a case of chicken wings, and there were 90 wings in the case. The amount of money she paid me for the wings covered the cost of the entire case. So I said, well, hell, now we have chicken wings. Bobby says, good for you. Enjoy your chicken. Enjoy your martini, Bobby. Yeah, Victor, because I couldn't find chicken wings, I had such a hard time finding chicken wings. When I saw the case of chicken wings, and just like you see, those are jumbo wings. When I bought them, I didn't realize they were going to be they are jumbo. The case had 90 wings in it, and it was 91 or 92 actually. But I gave the girl that ordered, she ordered 40 wings for Thanksgiving. I gave her wings, and like I said, I had 50 wings left over. So I put them in a bag and froze them for us. And I said, well, one or two things will happen. I'll fry them. Excuse me, not fry them. I'll keep them for us, or I'll sell them. So I've been holding on to them. Is that how many martinis you are in, Bobby, or is that what you're trying to aspire to? Hey, Jamie, are you still here? Marcus told me about an event coming up not early, I guess spring next year. So, I might need the room cleaned up. I might be coming down there. So, Bobby says so far 4 in. Jeez, I'm trying to be like Bobby. I just poured enough Crown to cover the ice I had. My cup was full. halfway of ice. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right, we are at the 2-hour mark almost. So, yeah. I wish there was a way I could show you guys pictures. I know there's a couple of you guys who are. Oh, where is it? No, it's upstairs. I was gonna show you my my Christmas sweater and a sweater hoodie. No problem, Laura. You be easy. Tell your mom I said hi. Hi, Laura's mom. Victor says, I've been beaching about wings for at least 69 months. Chicken breast costing less than wings with all those bones and so little meat. It's just wrong, I tell you. Wrong, he says. I'm kind of glad Laura's preoccupied because she's not keeping count of how many yawns I've had. And as soon as I say that word, you know, I feel like there's a yawn coming on. I think Lionel said apple pie moonshine over here. Lionel, man, give me my clear. Give me the clear, then I can mix it and do whatever I want. I actually had some apple pie. A friend of mine, when the moonshine became mainstream, if you will, a few years ago, somebody brought some apple pie moonshine to his house, and it had been sitting. And I was over his house for something, like helping him out with something, and he said, I have this for you. I'm like, what is it? He's like, this stuff. I'm not drinking this. He's like, I know you drink it. He said, so you can have it. Man, it was apple pie moonshine, and it had been sitting for a little while, so I feel like it was a little more potent. But dude, when I tell you, I was on a live stream with somebody else, and I drank almost that entire bottle. I was sitting outside in the garage, and I was sipping, and I was sipping, and I was sipping. And, ooh, yeah. It's good. It was good. It's gone now. It was good. Victor says, do you get your Christmas sweater? I'll give you some wonderful lame holiday jokes. So I don't want to, man. It's upstairs and my knees hurt. I'm not even gonna lie. But you can, lay the jokes on us. Mark said people want wings more than the breast. Yeah, well, their whole industry is dedicated to chicken wings, so that's why they're more expensive, because they can get more for them. And just think, wings used to be like a throwaway piece of chicken. Lionel said, yes, sir. Victor, I'm all for your lame holiday jokes, though. How about it? That can go in the trash. Well, thank you. Recycling, actually. It'll creep up on you. Yo, man, shoot. I felt no pain after drinking that. Let me just tell you. No pain. And listen, if you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up button for me. I'd greatly appreciate it. I haven't reminded you guys enough at all, basically, to hit that thumbs up button for me. Like I said, again, I would greatly appreciate it if you could. Yeah, shoot. Almost any liquor will creep up on you if you are not careful. Blind Man, how's it going, man? How's everything? I haven't seen you on the live stream in a couple weeks, so I figure I will not single you out, but just ask you how you were doing, sir. Hopefully all is well and the winter is treating you well. I gotta shave my head. Can y'all hear? Uh, Victor says, what the hell? How can you tell the difference between a snowman and a snowwoman? Simple. Snowballs. Boom boom. Shh. I need to, let's find the soundbite. Boom boom. Shh. Soundbite. Dum. Yep. Here we go. Oh. That's for you, Victor. Thanks, Mark. Appreciate you. New favorite soundbite. Actually, you know what? I need to download that. Control. And I will add it to my meme repertoire. Invert. Yo, Steven says, "Dad's punching don't creep like that stuff kicks you." Yeah, punching does not creep. Yo, punching, you go from drinking to in a matter of moments. Moments. Dude, I still have my bottle punching. It is still sitting over there. Download. Download. Perfect. All right. Nice. Black man said he's doing well. Been busy baking. What are you baking? Lionel said thumbs up was done from the beginning. Nice. Here we go. All right. Victor says, why don't gingerbread men like jokes? They are afraid they might crack them up. Why don't snowmen have good friends? Because they're all flakes. I love a good dad joke, man. Yo, like, seriously. There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing at all. Dad, see some mac and cheese? No, I do not. Macaroni and cheese is something that's highly contestable. And it's one of those things where I know better. I make macaroni and cheese and and I'll give it to my wife. And my wife is like a case study on, I won't say women, but a case study period. And I can give macaroni and cheese to my wife or make macaroni and cheese for my wife and I will smoke it. And she's like, this tastes like smoke. Yeah, it should. Yeah, but it's macaroni and cheese. It shouldn't taste like smoke. Yeah, but it's different. But it's macaroni and cheese. It shouldn't taste like smoke. But I smoked the macaroni and cheese. Like, I smoked the cheese and then baked the macaroni. And then I put the macaroni and cheese on the smoker to give it a smoke flavor. Yeah, but it's macaroni and cheese. It shouldn't taste like smoke. So if you're picking up what I'm putting down, yes, I know people will appreciate that. No, it's not something I want to deal with. Grumpus has been nice hanging with everyone this evening. Brought work home, and I gotta get on it. Good night, Dash, and everyone. Hey, listen, guys, I will not be doing a live next week. I will be traveling. I won't have internet access, so I will not be doing a live next week. So if you are here, and actually, shoot, you know what? We are 2 hours in. Let's see. Today is the 15th, so we need video number 16. Where are you? Oh, here we go. I'm going to copy and paste it in the comments. What up, Johnny? How you doing, sir? Blind Man Cooking says cookies and other Christmas goodies. Been selling them as a side hustle. Nice. Steven, good night. Says good night to Grumpus. Definitely good night. Welcome back, Laura. Dash I agree, mac and cheese shouldn't taste like smoke. I mean, Mark, it was delicious though. How you doing, Johnny? Johnny waits till, after the second hour to come on in. Glad to hear that, Johnny. Glad to hear. I had a Topo Chico earlier today, man. I don't know if I told you. I found some at the Costco down in DC, Topo Chico, like it's a case. And I used to work 15 minutes away from that DC Costco, and now unfortunately I don't work near there any longer. I am bummed, but I have what's left of a case out in the refrigerator in the garages, and every now and again I'm like, you know what, Topo Chico time. And we also have some in the refrigerator upstairs. I need to make a run at some point. Webcam Billionaire says I'm shooting an adult video tomorrow and making chicken biryani right now. Nice. Biryani. Yes, biryani. Well, enjoy your chicken biryani. Laura says we had snow the other day, but today is 24C. Wait, is it minus 24C or just 24C? Goodness, that's woo. Victor, here he is with another joke. He says, did you know Santa Claus came from the hood? You can tell because sometimes he points to a woman and says, ho, ho, ho. I got a call and I'm back. No problem, Mike. Lionel says, I like the burnt corner pieces of the mac and cheese. Man, who doesn't? Everybody likes the outer crust. That crust, rather. That says you don't take it. So you don't make any sides, if I'm correct. No, I make sides. I just don't advertise it very much. Actually, there's a video coming up. Someone said, oh, with you not making sides, does that affect your business? I make sides. I just don't physically cook sides, if you will. I don't make macaroni and cheese, but that's not the only side that you can have with barbecue. So I purchase and I doctor cold sides like potato salad, macaroni salad, coleslaw. I will also buy green beans, and I'll cook the green beans, salt, pepper, some onions, some other things, and woof, good vegetable. Baked beans, of course, my baked beans are not just regular baked beans. I add brisket to the baked beans, so the trimmings and the last bits of what's on the cutting board, they go into the baked beans, and it is night and day difference between like a regular old can of baked beans versus brisket beans. Like, whew, phenomenal. Minus 24 degrees. Like, I don't even know how to equate that in my mind. Like, minus 24 Celsius to Fahrenheit. No, not 24. Minus 20. Negative. Let's put negative. Negative. Negative 24. Yo, That's negative 11? Yo, oh my gosh. Minus 11? What? That's cold. That's cold. So sad, the loss of lives in their homes. Yes, indeed. Mark says, I understand. Yeah, mac and cheese is a fantastic way to use up some unsold brisket. Oh, very good picture, but you know, I'm selling all my brisket. I have people on standby. People like, listen, if you ever have anything left over, just call me. And they be like, yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. Oh my goodness. Laura says tomorrow's going to be down to minus 30. Minus 30. Minus 30. Negative 22 degrees Fahrenheit. Hey, Laura, you got that. You got that. Mike says, how did the fried chicken come out? Yo, it came out phenomenally. Alright, purchase catering truck big enough for my event. A commercial kitchen I need rent. Yes, indeed. Webcam billionaire. Yeah. Yeah, Laura says that's normal for us. Yeah, normal for you. Not for everybody. Laura is in the Great White North. Great White North. So yeah, don't forget I'm not going to be doing a live tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Next Wednesday. I will be posting a video kind of as a reminder at 9 p.m. next week on Wednesday. I won't have, or most likely I won't have access to the internet. Hey Victor, you got another joke for us or what? One more holiday joke. And then I'm going to bed. Oh goodness, I gotta get up in the morning and go to work. Normally on Thursdays I work from home, but I gotta go to work tomorrow. Jimmy said, Dash, did your brisket beans for a family event Sunday? Half pan didn't make the first round. Man. Dude, I'm telling you, you buy vegetarian beans. Buy vegetarian beans and they are like blah. You have to add like oomph to vegetarian beans. You add that oomph and the brisket, dog, it changes. It's like mind's blown. It changes your life. It's so good. Laura says, right now I'm in Alberta, but at the end of the month she's moving to Ontario. Let's see where these places are. Maps.google. Spell Google. Let's see. Alberta, Alberta, Canada. Oh, Laura, you're on the western coast. And she says she's moving to Ontario. Let's see. It said Bancroft. Bancro. Bancroft, Ontario, Canada. Nice. So is that a Ontario? Oh, we'll be in the same time zone, Laura. Ontario is a huge province. And Quebec is the French-speaking province, right? All right. Yo, Laura says minus 12 is t-shirt weather. Yo, you know what's crazy, Laura? I was out in a t-shirt and it was 50 degrees here. So 50 degrees Celsius. 50 degrees Fahrenheit. So it was 10 degrees Celsius. And I was out in a t-shirt. Like, I won't say not like it was nothing because it was chilly, but still. Laura says they don't know these temperatures are not bad when you have the right clothes. Oh yeah, I definitely agree. Uh, Laura says she walks in the cold. It's so invigorating. Yeah. I was gonna pick on you, Laura, but I'll leave you alone. Dash, when you make the beans and brisket, do you use dry beans or canned? Canned, man. Mark, ain't got nobody got time for using dry beans and making a whole. No, 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 no. So I will go to the restaurant depot, and I think I put out a video on making. Let's see, where's my channel? Let's see, brisket. K-E-T-B-A-N-S. Brisket beans. Come on. Dashboard. Yep. Easy brisket beans. I know I posted a video on it. And when I did this video, I left too much moisture in the beans. So what I would suggest is if you are going to do these Blind Man Cooking says he's in Prince Edward Island. Oh, Victor says, I think the rest of my jokes might get you in trouble. Yeah, me, Laura. I think he's talking to me. Because I have to say them out loud. Quebec has the best poutines, yeah. Laura says she wants to move to Prince Edward Island. Nice. Yeah, that Mark, it snows where I am. Sure enough. Shoot, I have videos actually. I'm trying to think. I can't remember. Oh, did I put a clip of that video in? No, I didn't. I was lazy and I did not. Well, someone asked about precipitation, and I thought he was talking about external precipitation, but he was talking about precipitation inside of the smoker. But I did look up because I know I had a video where like there was snow inside the house, and when it snows next, I will, show you guys. Jimmy said I did drain the beans. Yeah. So the thing is, like, when I made the beans, I did not drain them, and they were wet. But like, you really want the beans to kind of set up and not solidify, but you want them to be a little harder, a little drier. I make them kind of like the consistency I make oatmeal. They're wet enough to move around, but not like drowning, not swimming, and there's no pool of bean juice. I don't know what to call it. But that's the video of me making beans, and I think I may have said or commented or put like something on the screen saying to drain the beans, and you will not be disappointed. Or like drain the beans and keep the juice from the beans like before you throw it away, and add some of the moisture back in case you need it. No problem, Mark. Like I said, dude, I highly recommend it. I love, even my family, I love making brisket beans for them. It's one of those things where I might have like a couple pieces of like errant brisket that I put in the freezer, and like I will pull brisket, and either I'm picking it up off the cutting board and putting it into the beans, or I'll have and save pieces of brisket that just like leftovers, and I'm tired of it being in the refrigerator, so I'll just put it in a freezer bag and boom, throw it in the freezer, and then I will pull it out and drop it straight into the beans and let it all warm up, and man, the flavor it imparts is ridiculous. Victor says Anne of Green Gables was filmed there, but I'm sure you knew that. Yeah, it's funny, Victor. My daughter really likes Anne of Green Gables. Oh. Sorry to hear that. The house burned down from the show. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I definitely want to say thank you for hanging out. Big Rome's is what's up? Long time. Yes, indeed, man. How you doing? Been a minute, man. Hopefully all is good with you, man. Laura says if you're lucky, when the tides go out, you can mine gems. Nice. Laura says good night. Take care. Bye for now. Dash. So good. No, I did. You must have been on the phone and I'm not even gonna lie, say I didn't. Thanks, Mark. I appreciate you. Just catering more than ever. That's what's up, Big Rome. Nothing wrong with that. All right, so look, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give you guys the link for tomorrow's video ahead of time. You guys know how I do. If you are here late on the live stream, I hook you up with the link to the video that's going to be going live tomorrow or the next day. So just want to take a moment and say thank you guys for joining. Seriously, really do appreciate it. And I'm going to go ahead and get on. Probably going to go to bed. No bean juice. Must touch my potato salad. But no, really, are you one of those people? You realize that when it gets in your belly, it's all touching together, right? It's all touching together. So I have a cousin. She was over my house, and like she loves those plates that have the separation. Cause she's like, ooh, these are the best, you know. So my food don't touch this and the other. I'm like, what? You want your food not to touch? She's like, yeah, the food can't touch or I won't eat it. I said, challenge accepted. From then on, I do nothing but make her food touch. Like whenever, don't let me make your plate. Don't let me make your plate. Oh, thanks, Bobby. Definitely appreciate you, and I appreciate you watching the Ask Dash videos and your contributions, yo. Your comments, Bobby, are priceless. So really, really thank you so very much. And Bobby, I think you asked the question and it's coming up soon. If not, let me go back. Let me look. Bobby. Oh yeah, no, Bobby, your question came up on the 14th. You asked about how many beers does it take. Man, I take no beers. Good luck with your scene. Are you actually in the scene? Going to be in the scene? Yeah, I just kind of put one and one together. So yeah. Wait, bean juice? That just sounds nasty. Yeah. We're not even gonna talk about that. Jimmy says, "Night, guys. Everyone have a great weekend." Later, Dash. Yes. Bobby says you answered mine. They all run together. My goodness, they all run together. Laura says, and remember, don't fart, you whisper. And remember, you don't fart, you whisper in your gitch. Okay. All right. And on that bombshell, I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to end the live stream. So thank you guys so very much again. I really can't say enough thank yous. Really do appreciate all your support and everything you guys do to hang out with me. And I'm gone. Mike says he's still waiting for his answer. Mike, what was the question you asked? In case I didn't answer it. Because, do you remember? Mike, do you remember what your question was? I almost pressed the X, but then you popped up. Mark says, don't forget to give the thumbs up on the way out. Yeah, if you have not already hit the thumbs up button, please do on the way out. Good night, Marcus. Marcus is half asleep. He can't, he can't even put the first letter of the words. He said OODIGT. Good thing I read internet. That's supposed to be good night. He's asleep already. Am I up on the projector wall on the wall, Marcus? Jamie, am I up on the big wall? Bobby says, see you soon. Yes, indeed. Good night. Take care. Bye for now, Marcus and Jamie. Laura says, yeah. Well, that's what's up. I mean, I don't know how you could give me the information to check it out, but yeah, maybe on Instagram. Hit me up on Instagram. Maybe you can tell me a title or something, and good luck, man. Good luck. Mike says, how do you get your start on barbecue business and how do you advertise? Mike, I swear I answered that one. Maybe. Also electric smokers. Let's see. That was just started to start the channel. So, Mike, I know I saw your question, and I swear I screenshotted it, but it could have been one that fell through the cracks. So what I try to do is, because I screenshot the questions on my phone, sometimes, well, not sometimes, but I delete them after I'm done so I don't repeat the same question. So maybe I thought that I answered your question, and I did not. So I'll just answer it for you right now quickly. While I have your attention, Mike says, how did you get your start? How did you start your barbecue business? So I started my barbecue business because I was cooking at home and I had nowhere else. Like, my family was tired of eating barbecue. So I could not let them have the food. And what ended up happening was I started giving food to my friends and my coworkers. And then eventually someone said, hey, I'd pay you to cook this. Or I'd pay you for this. And it just got to the point where people were paying me for food. And then how do I advertise? I don't advertise. For the most part, the only promotional or advertising I do is the shirts that I wear. I don't actually, the shirts that I wear that say, come on, Steel Drum Smokers Barbecue. So be it this shirt, this is the, as Laura would say, the bowling shirt, or a t-shirt. The t-shirt that has my logo and everything on it. That was the extent of what I was doing as far as advertising for a very long time. And then I also have business cards. So when people see the shirt and they look and they start reading and they ask me, hey, where's that place? Or what is that? Or is this your company? I hand them business cards. So that is the way I advertise. Word of mouth. And word of mouth. Lionel says, yo, peace out, dude. Much respect. Thank you. Mark says, night. All right. Well, that's what's up. That's what's up. Future billionaire. Can't even complain. All right. So, Mike, yeah, it just got to be to the point where I started cooking, and I was cooking. The whole thing was, like I said, I went to Texas, couldn't get brisket back here. So I kept experimenting, and like my experimenting just led to me cooking for my family, and they got tired of me cooking the same stuff over and over. So then I started giving it to my friends and coworkers, and like I said, one of them was like, "Yo, how much would you charge me for that?" Webcam says you can hit me on Twitter. So I'm not very popular on Twitter, but if you shoot me a link on Instagram, then I will like log into Twitter and I can hit you up, or I can check out the link or whatever. So thanks in advance, future billionaire. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here for real this time. Thank you, Mike, for forcing me to answer that question. Now I am at the 2-hour and 30-minute mark on the live stream, so I'm gonna wait a couple more seconds. Anybody else have a quick question that I can answer? Or yeah, Laura says, take care, Dash. Thank you. You too, Laura. Thanks, eh? Yes. And yes, indeed. All right, guys. You guys, thank you so very much again. If you have not already, hit that thumbs up button for me. I'd greatly appreciate it if you could. There's 13 of you guys left. Are you awake? Are y'all asleep? there's 14. Someone else just joined as I'm about to get off. Who just came on? I feel so bad when I see the number go up and I'm about to log off. Bueller. All right, I'm gone.